We are on our way out to the sale to look at a number of horses on day 2. Now, there's probably a lot of sick people after day 1. A lot of sick people last night, but a lot of sick people after day 1. It's really a spectacle to come down here and watch these people bid and clap. You spend $1 million on a horse. It's not a piece of art you can hang on the wall, as I said, or an investment property. This is a horse. They've been $1 million twice. First time ever last night, twice. They spent $1 million on a horse. We're not even talking about the ones that went for 800, 700, 610, 530, 390. I think somebody said the average was $155,000. That seems low after watching the lunacy last night also. Anyway, I had somebody come up to me and say, why would you buy that horse for $15,000 at the end of the sale? Might have been the only horse actually worth what somebody paid for it last night, I think. It's hard to say, I guess, supply and demand, but, we bought a rather big Father Patrick filly that stands well. Third dam has a world champion and another horse that made $700,000 in it. The second dam is a horse that made $225,000. 6 out of 8 horses raced. Most of them had 2-year-old marks, and a light first dam. It wasn't first day pedigree, and they got penalized for it, and it worked well for me. I mean, we got a $15,000. I don't even know what the stud fee is on Father Patrick, but you can be sure they lost money on her. I said to one of our clients today, I said, bidding on horses in Lexington's tough. The one thing I always ask myself before I put my hand up is this horse worth less than or more than what you're going to pay for it? Is this bid still under what that horse is worth? If I can say yes, if I can convince myself of yes, then I'll bid. And $15,000 obviously was 1/10 of the sale average, I believe, last night, but below what she was worth. And somebody else said, "Why did you never had a video of her?" How could I possibly make a video of her? She was a day 1 horse with one of the lighter pages on day 1. There's no real reason to. I think if she was on day 3, she might have brought almost twice that. But she got penalized for being on day 1, I believe, and it worked out really well for us. We'll be sending a video of her along to you to look at. Take a look at her yourself. She's straight. She's a nice filly. But you can see for yourself. Now, moving on, we did have some emails about... over the last 3 weeks, we had talked, Kelly and I and the bookkeeper and the accountant, Amy, everybody involved with the stable, talked about how's the best way to express our cost here. Curtis is here. Costs what'd you say, $350 a day?
Yeah.
Seems excessive.
Okay, I'll knock it down to $349.99.
$349.99. Costs $350 per day for Curtis to be here to film and edit, and he does a great job. You guys know that. I have people that don't even are associated with the stable commenting on how good the videos are. We try to give everything to everybody, but it costs a bit. So it's $350 a day for Curtis. He's got to edit. Then the cost of us being down here in the hotel, flying down here, this stuff costs money. And I'm not trying to build it up, but when you allow bookkeepers and accountants involved and people that are very analytical, if you will, they try to make things easy. And I like that. Just make it easy for me. Tell me how much it is. Isn't that what flat rate's all about? That's what we profess. But it's not always easy, right? So I think we need to unpack that charge a little differently, right? One, the production costs for here are a little high. A little bit high. We need to fix those. And this is my fault. Kelly sent me this proposal 3 days ago. Asked me to look it over. Scott and her had worked diligently on it. I said, yeah. I didn't look at it. I looked at it quickly. I said, yeah, we had talked about it. I said, yeah, that's fine. And then when the first wave of emails came in about it, obviously I felt bad because I should have looked a little closer. Anyway, what I told Kelly was her numbers are fine as far as shipping, taxes, insurance. These are things we all pay. We all pay at the sale anyway. We know what they are. We're going to unpack it a little bit differently and give it to you so that you know how much your shipping is, because that's how much it costs us. That's how much it costs you. How much your taxes are. You already know what that is. How much the insurance is. I think it's 3%. You said, right, Abe? 3% of the cost. 1%? Oh, that's even better. 1% of the cost of the horse. We can put that on there. We know what the bill is. We don't have to guess. The only problem is the production cost. Now, if we buy 10 horses, I would say between flights, hotels, meals, it'll be somewhere between the range of $600 or $6,500. I think. Is that fair, or would I say it was a little bit more?
I can't remember.
No, it's a little bit more. Curtis is $1,500. Anyway, give or take, it's around $6,500. So if we bought 10 horses, which we will buy in Kentucky, probably, that's about $650 a horse. That's the only charge that is frustrating for me, because I don't want to overcharge, but I can't undercharge. So at the same time, it's a little difficult for me. So I kicked around a number of ideas also and said, listen, we can just simply send a message out to our clients, say, and the reason this is a problem is because we sell our horses in real time. So do you. So we have people that buy shares and we'll sell them 3 days later. Well, if I don't have all my expenses done till 8 days later, who do I bill for that? It's easy to say the original person, but they sold the share. They didn't incorporate those costs in, so now they might lose money. So we can do one of two things, or we can do both and just tell you, we won't charge your portion of the expenses until they're completed. But if you're going to sell that share, you have to understand that you have to incorporate it. I would say it's 10 horses, $650 per horse, $6.50 per share on top of what you paid. Or we can charge $650. But what happens if it's less than $650? I guess in this case it won't be, but it could. The London sale, that's not going to cost a lot for Curtis to drive down the road to London. He's going to edit and do some videos. I live 50 minutes from London, certainly nowhere near the same costs. So I think it's just the way we unpack it. And that, again, Kelly and Scott try to make everything perfect. They do a great job all the time, but at the end of the day, this one's on me. It's my fault. I didn't give them my proper input, my 2 cents. I didn't give them the proper time to go over it the way I should have, and that's on me, and I apologize to you. We'll fix it today. We're going to unpack it a little bit differently so you understand how much the shipping is, how much the taxes are, how much the insurance is, and then in turn, I'm going to say we're going to have a ratio of 10 horses. That's what I think we're going to buy over the next 4 days, another 9 horses. We're going to divide it by 10, the cost of being here divided by 10, and put that on the horse also. It seems fair to me. That way we can do the same thing. Production costs are going to be much lower in London. Harrisburg, they're going to be similar to here. We roughly know. So we'll work on that today. We'll unpack it a little bit better for you. Again, my apologies. I'm focused on the sale. I'm focused on my job. My job is to find value, find horses, and bring them home to Canada. That's what I'm trying to do here. I believe we got off to a great start last night with number 118, Sweet. What's her name? Obsessions?
Sweet Ambitions.
Sweet Ambitions. I always get that wrong. Sweet Ambitions. No, she was not on my list, but she could have been. She should have been, because it was the only horse last night that was really affordable that made sense. Beautiful, beautiful, sweet Father Patrick filly. We're going to do a video. I don't want to talk her up. I'm going to do a video of her today, send it out to you guys. You guys can take a look. We have a number of horses on our list today to look at. We're going to get to that in just a minute. We're 10 minutes from the sale. We're heading over. We've got some clients waiting for us. We got about 8 or 9 horses to video. A number that we've already videoed. Thank you, Addie. Addie's getting a little frustrated. A number...
74. Just in case.
74, not 84. You said 84 before. We've done 74 videos so far. We're going to probably get somewhere to... How many days are you here? We'll get close to 100 by the end of it. Close to 100 videos for our clients by the end of the week. So it's not like we're sitting here picking our nose and eating fine food. We are working until we fall over, and then we're getting up and working again. It is hot here in Kentucky. We're on our way back over the sale. If you're in the area, shoot me a text. You can come out and spend some time with us and see what we are looking at. Talk to you guys tonight, hopefully right before first one we buy tonight. Take care.